Logan here with Dragon Blogger Technology, and today we've got a product here that we're going to take a look at. This is the Runcam Swift. So this is an FPV camera used to be on generally an FPV quadcopter. So this thing doesn't actually record video, but it sends an analog signal that can be transmitted through a FPV transmitter. So if we pull it out here, we will see just how tiny it is. It's a nice bright orange color. These are some mounting brackets. I really like how Runcam provides you with a ton of different methods of mounting this on your quadcopter. And also we've got this back plate here, which you can stick on if you don't want these mounting pieces, if you're going to mount it in a different way. I think the lens cap came off when I pulled it off, but it does come with a lens cap to keep it protected. And we've got an OSD setup here, so this is how you can set all of the camera settings with this little attachment that plugs in here. And we've got a cord here to power the camera and also connect it to an FPV transmitter. Here's a cable that will allow you to plug this in directly to a monitor without transmitting. Some screws and bolts for mounting. We've got instructional pamphlet that gives you some specifications and also just shows you some instructions. So I'll get back to you after I have used this extensively, and the next time you'll see this camera, it will be on my quadcopter. Okay guys, so I'm back, and now I have been using the Runcam Swift for quite a while. As you can see, I have it mounted on my quad here. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it and some features that I've checked out. So first of all, when I mounted it, I was really happy with that. It locks right in. It was the perfect size for the frame that I'm using, which is the Martian 230mm size. It's really well locked in here, and also it's almost completely covered, so there's really not much of a risk of this breaking, which I like. Overall, this just seems like a very sturdy camera. I like the plastic frame around it. It probably adds a little bit of weight, but I think it was a good move on Runcam's part. I also am kind of a fan of the orange camera. I've spent hours searching for cameras that I've lost before that were black, that really blended in on the ground. So the overall build of it, I really like. I also like how big this lens is. It's quite a bit bigger than the lens on other cameras that I've used. So now let's get to camera performance. So I did a few quick flights. It's the middle of the winter right now, so it's kind of tough, and if you crash, then it gives you a lot of problems. But overall, I was quite happy with how this camera did. I think the image quality is obviously, it's not the most amazing thing in the world, but it's what you would expect from an FPV camera, is what I would say. The colors are pretty good and pretty accurate, especially compared to other cameras that I've used. And the latency is great with this. There just isn't any. The signal that you're getting is just about exactly what your quad is seeing, which I really like. Low light performance on this was amazing. I didn't fly in this light, but I just took the quad out and I walked around outside, and this is in complete darkness. Absolutely no sun in the sky, and that's what the camera was able to pick up. So I think you seriously could fly in complete darkness with the amount that you can see, especially with the snow there. It probably wouldn't be quite as bright if there was grass on the ground. This thing, it does a good job of switching to black and white when it's dark, and that allows it to really pick up everything, even when there's only a little bit of light. Also on this, I showed in the unboxing, it comes with a cable to set up and use the OSD. This lets you use a lot of different settings, all sorts of contrast and brightness and different camera settings that you would want. I didn't mess around with it too much. All the videos that you saw of flight, those were just off of the default. So it does look very good just off of the default, and I don't think you need to change the settings, but if you want to, there are a ton of different settings that you can work with. One other thing to mention, like I said, this has a nice big lens on the front. The field of view, I think, is a pretty optimal size because it's still just narrow enough that you can see which way you're going and it's easy to fly, but it definitely lets you see a lot, but it doesn't give you any sort of fisheye effect. So overall, with its performance and everything, I was very happy. I like all the different ways to mount the camera that they provide you with, and I think this is quite durable and well built, and the video performance was everything that I was looking for. So it's definitely a big upgrade over the camera that I was last using. It sold on Amazon for $35.99, so definitely a good price. So the Runcam Swift is definitely a camera that you want to consider when shopping for a new FPV camera. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and most importantly, have a great day.